Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh man, that thing is really, really frightening. Uh-oh. I thought I'd give you guys another free handling video because worst case scenario, if it bites me, you guys would eat that up. You know it.
Centipedes. These gigantic carnivorous arthropods easily strike fear into the average person's heart. Their wicked fast movements and probing antennae make them seem like something out of a monster movie. But is this deserved? Now, although they may seem scary, these interesting invertebrates are more interested in fleeing at the first sign of danger rather than combat it. Don't believe me? Well, in this video, I'll be attempting to handle a wild centipede to show how they won't bite. Hopefully. Let's see if this all goes according to plan.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Jack's World of Wildlife. Now, I am poking and perusing around some beautiful habitat in hopes of seeing one of the most spectacular and interesting invertebrates that we have here in the United States. That's right, once again, we are looking for the famous Scolopendra heroes, the Texas Redheaded Centipede. These are not only gigantic, but venomous and predatory. And we know that this area has quite a large population. So we're hoping through flipping some rocks here and there, we might uncover a sleeping beauty of sorts, though not one that you might want to kiss on the lips. No, I dare say no centipede should ever be kissed, ever, for the sake of not only your health, but the overall well-being of the centipede. So, we're going to poke around, we're going to peruse, we're going to get our hike on, and hopefully we can find one of these massive and intimidating invertebrates. Let's go.
Now, centipedes can be active at all times of the day, but usually when it's hottest out, they seek refuge in and under rocks and logs. So what we're doing is we're scanning this landscape for good-sized rocks that are hopefully home to a sizable centipede.
This looks like a good rock. Oh, oh, oh. No leaf for me today, thank you. Oh my lordy. That is a very healthy sized Scolopendra heros, the giant redheaded centipede. This is a massive predatory invertebrate that can pack quite the wallop. Take a look at it, listen. Hear all that? It's each and every one of those legs scraping the side of the plastic as this animal searches for a way out. But he has been trapped. I trapped him. This is easily our largest terrestrial predatory invertebrate that we have here. They are impressive hunters, capable of delivering a quick bite with these modified legs that act as a way of injecting powerful venom into their prey. He's just cleaning his antenna here. Perhaps he doesn't like this container, so maybe we'll give him a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air here in a few minutes. But take a look at that. That is a massive centipede. Woof. Okay, now I'm gonna try and get this little guy to cooperate with us. These are incredibly fast invertebrates. You can see he's kind of throwing his back tail at me. Man, he's a twitchy sucker. Come climb onto this branch for me, please. Woof, woof. These are some impressive invertebrates here. Centipedes are one of the few things that make wildlife professionals such as myself just a little bit nervous. Hey, just a little nervous. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, man. Okay. Here is our Texas red-headed centipede. Woof, woof, woof. I don't want him to fall. I really don't know that I want him on my hand either. Take a look at this predator of the understory. These animals spend a lot of their time under rocks and logs and things of that nature searching for soft-bodied prey, but these animals at this size even can actually predate and feed on vertebrates. They'll eat snakes, they'll eat frogs, they'll eat a variety of other animals, whatever they can sink those modified front limbs into and inject full of venom, they will attempt to. Potentially even those who choose to handle these animals. This is a absolutely gigantic predatory invertebrate. Now this animal right now, you can see it's kind of probing around with those antennae, using its back half of its body to kind of keep it stable as the front half of its body raises up, searching for perhaps a new place to hide. These animals are incredibly sensitive with those antennae. Their eyes are very, very small, and they have quite a few of them on either side of the head, but that is actually not their main mode of sensing. Woof, woof. It's those antennae. It's that feeling sensation, which is really helpful because these animals spend a lot of their time underneath dark rocks and logs and hunting at night. So those eyes really aren't as effective as they might be in some other predators. Woof, 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 woof. Now right now I'm trying to keep my hands out of the way. Centipedes always give me a little more apprehension handling-wise than other invertebrates because, like I said, the centipede's main kind of mode of experiencing the world are those incredibly sensitive antennae. Now generally it wouldn't see something like me as a prey item. However, when it smells me, it smells meat. And these are predatory. These are carnivorous invertebrates. And it might just say, smells kind of like food. Smells like mama's cooking. And he might decide, I could take a bite of that. I could see if that's decently edible. I could see if that's tasty. And I don't know that I would necessarily like that. But these are really, really, really cool invertebrates. Some of my favorites. I free-handled these in the past, but I'm always hesitant. Every single individual is different. But I don't know, should I? Okay, maybe if it walks over my hand, it might just flee in the other direction. Oh, careful. Ah! There was something about that he didn't like. I think it was the hairs on my arm, perhaps. Oh. I was really thinking it was about to bite me then. That was a little scary. I was hoping to keep him a little more calm than that. It's a nice warm day. It's not quite as cool as it was earlier. Centipedes are frightening. They certainly can be. Most things I'm like, they're misunderstood, guys. Come on, cut them some slack. And while centipedes would much rather go about living their own lives, far from us, they're objectively terrifying organisms. Objectively. once again, let's get this guy out. I'm wondering not so much if it was the sense of my arm that spooked him, but maybe the feeling of my arm hairs on his antenna. Thinking that might. He's walking a little slower for me, as long as we don't spook him. This is a very scary centipede. Look at. Whoa. Oh man, that thing is really frightening. They are lightning fast. Once again, these are active predators. When they come out at night, these aren't ambush hunters, no. They are scurrying, feeling around. The second that they feel prey, they will grab it with those modified 4 limbs that act essentially as mandibles. Not true mandibles, as this animal has mandibles resting behind those, but they will pinch it, and they have these venom glands resting behind those modified limbs that they inject, and they kind of curl around it, holding it with a lot of these front limbs, just keeping this animal in place as it gets envenomated and devoured. These are impressive hunters. And frightening invertebrates. Should I try and hold it again? I think so. You guys are getting me out of my comfort zone today, because this is a very wiry centipede. Uh-oh.
Crawling down your leg.
Uh-oh.
It's... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's going down to your boot.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't gonna help you.
I know you weren't. Rightfully so, my cameraman is extremely apprehensive around these ridiculously crazy venomous invertebrates.
This thing's scary, and I was really expecting it to bite you.
I know, you would think it would have bitten me at this point. Whoa! I accidentally pinched its antenna. Now, I think it'll be a little bit of a treat for you all at home to see me just as apprehensive with this animal as I am, because normally you get to see the comfortable, confident wildlife presenter who really, has done this 1,000 times off camera. This is my second time ever handling this centipede. And I wanted to do this to showcase that these are not aggressive animals. Even an animal this intimidating and this quick, if given the chance, prefers not to waste that precious venom. And he's just scurrying along looking for a place to hide. A lot of media, some other YouTubers have made these animals come out as being some sort of monster, this scary, intimidating, alien-like creature. But these are earthlings, just like us. This is no alien. This is a creature that either lives or has relatives living in your immediate area, and they're important members of the ecosystem. And although they might look intimidating, and they look much different than us with all these legs and this venom and these wiry antennae and this long segmented body, they have every right to be here doing their best to play their own role in the ecosystem. Aren't these spectacular invertebrates, though? I'm feeling a little more confident now. It's calmed down a little bit, just kind of walking calmly over my hands. I'd really like to keep it calm, keep it comfortable as I say that. This is an amazing creature. I thought I'd give you guys another free handling video because worst case scenario, if it bites me, you guys would eat that up. You know it. You know you would. But it is a fascinating creature. Stressful. So stressful. Come and take a close look, folks. It has single one of these legs moves independently as those antennae probe around. This animal is a perfect predator of the night, of the understory underneath rocks and logs. They're capable of hunting prey quickly and efficiently. Man, I'm so shaky. Can you see that on camera too? I bet you can. Look at that thing though. Ooh. Wow. It's gonna like crawl onto my head. Oh, this is such a crazy experience. Most people will go their entire lives without knowing what a 5.5-inch centipede crawling over their hands feels like. You know what? I'm not sure if I feel sorry for them or envious, because this is quite a sensation. All these little legs each of these segments possesses, just trickling over. They have little tiny claws tipped at the end of each of these legs to help give these animals plenty of grip, plenty of traction as they kind of crawl on all terrains. These are all-terrain hunters, essentially. Rocks, logs, they climb up trees. They can really go anywhere in search of prey. This is just fascinating. These are incredible invertebrates. Really, really unique, very primitive invertebrate hunters. So you see this lineage stretch back all the way to the Devonian period, which is a time before the dinosaurs. So quite literally the centipedes in your garden, in your home, in your area predate even Tyrannosaurus Rex. So that is absolutely fascinating. And despite their strange and foreign appearance, these lovely creatures are earthlings like you and me. These aren't aliens. There's nothing to be apprehensive about. Of course, you don't have to hold them, but these animals are animals. That's it. These are in the kingdom Animalia, and they are just trying to go about their lives, doing whatever it is they get up to every day. So not an animal to be worried about, not an animal to fear, not an animal to kill. These are beneficial to have. They kill all sorts of roaches and other insects that may have potential to infest human dwellings. So these are great critters to keep around to help manage insect, invertebrate, and all sorts of tiny creature populations. A little stressful to hold, but very, very cool to see. We're gonna let this one get back under its rock and hopefully film some more great content for you all at home. One last look. Whoa. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, so scary. Oh. But not too bad. Too cool. All right, we're right back where we found this lovely, lovely beauty. And we're gonna see if we can coax her back underneath her rock here so she can get back to centipede style living. There she goes. Too cool. That is so awesome. Whew, a little nerve-wracking, but a killer experiment and experience. Not literally, of course, but figuratively and entertainment-wise. Choice. Okay, so I'm still, I guess, a little bit riding on that adrenaline rush of handling that intimidating and very large redheaded centipede. But wow, I think we got some great stuff. I think we might have even changed a few people's minds. That's a wild centipede right out here in the wilderness. And once again, not an aggressive animal, not an animal that's just out to bite you. These are not scary. They can be intimidating. They can potentially scare you if you don't quite know their behavior yet, but these are not creatures to fear. They're animals to give a wide berth to give a little bit of distance to, and understand that they're not out to get you. So that's the point of today's video, and I hope that came across. But my friends, you might have realized our time has come to an end. So I must bid you adieu, and I hope that I instilled a little driblet of wisdom in your minds today. So, thanks so much for watching. Of course, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to turn on post notifications so that you can see future videos that you may also potentially enjoy. Of course, buy the merchandise. We've got some great stuff, including the Texas Redheaded Centipede. We've got some great merchandise sporting that beautiful creature. But we've got a lot of stuff that we're filming here today. We've got a lot more content on the way. So keep your eyes peeled, turn on those notifications so you don't miss anything, because new episodes every single week, all right? If you don't want to miss not one. So, of course, we're ready to get moving. We're ready to go find something else. So I will depart from you. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in a week's time with whatever else I've found. Granted, I have survived the night from the heart palpitations and adrenaline spikes of handling a gigantic centipede. Thank you all. Goodbye.